No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Here's the handoff. And some room to work. Oh, a lot of space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They go to the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Pushes ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The offensive Defensively, man, this situation, goal-to-go situations, really tight quarters, you got to get that ball out quick, and it's got to be out-breaking. It's got to be a quick in-breaking route. I'm not sure what the offense was trying to do, but maybe get rid of that ball a little bit quicker. You take the sack, and now you make your life a lot more difficult.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Moving away from pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. He's got it. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Kemp. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is the quarterback had his mowers rearranged.
Yeah, man, if I'm a defensive guy, listen, hits on the quarterback are important. I know they got a touchdown, but those body blows throughout a game sometimes can add up.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Punts it out of the air. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move there. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
With the catch, it's Wingo. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Wants to go up top on first down. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires it incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. But the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cox. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Caught close to the marker. It's Matthews. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on third down. On the run, still looking. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Hauls it in. And the defense drags him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oh, it's a reverse. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off play action on first down. Skips away from pressure. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The give to the single back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
On the move, it's Baxter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to the ground with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, shot by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Coastal Carolina. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Now on the counter. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. This is a designed run.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, and he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the 1st.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See,
touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Give to the running back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Off play action. They get to him as he throws.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's the handoff. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man. It's Flores. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gums. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down. On the move at the 30. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Slams it ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This quarterback, part of their running game. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Coastal Carolina. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Got the quick completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
I'm trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going up top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's out past the 35. Made a defender miss. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Looking for room. It's Baxter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He caught it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cox. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kemp. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it. But finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Got his man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason.